Welcome back to episode 4 of our Final Fantasy VII Midgar run. It's been a while since we've done an episode like this. A lot of stuff has happened, and
Yeah, we're doing a new style this time.
obviously, due to the current climate, everyone's stuck at home. We're actually recording this via the share play on the PlayStation 4, so we can still hot swap, despite being maybe
Distant.
socially distant. Yeah. Just a quick note on the current climate. We hope that anyone watching this is staying safe, staying home, and washing their hands and in good health.
And we hope that this episode, if you happen to come across it, will entertain you for the next hour or less.
For sure. So where was we last time? I mean, a lot has happened in terms of the build up to the remake with this. We've played the demo.
Played the demo,
But
had a good look at what it would be like.
But the demo does not go up to this point in the game, so we're going to still give our thoughts. We've seen a few screenshots of this portion of the game so far.
Yeah, when the Halloween event came, during Halloween.
So that was like back in October. So we're going to be pushing through and giving our thoughts on what could happen, and obviously, due to the nature of our format, we will probably swap the controllers at some point. Again, using the share play feature because sharing is caring.
Hey.
So yeah,
I actually forgot which way to go.
so yeah, there's like a little puzzle at this point in the game. Which,
I remember the puzzle for sure.
Which is quite interesting because will they include that? I think they do, because in one of the screenshots they're shown in like a control panel area.
And I think there was also some quests around this area, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I didn't give her any material.
Wait, quests?
Yeah, I remember them were interacting with some NPCs of some sort.
There's NPCs in this area? I thought it was all just dead.
Oh, in the remake, that is. Yeah, here there's nothing. But
well, there was like, I think there was maybe a screenshot or a bit of footage where Aerith puts her hand on like one of the ghosts or something.
Oh, that could be part of a quest line.
Yeah, maybe that was a bit spoilerish there. Not sure.
We don't know the context, do we?
No, but also at this point, it's pretty much 2 weeks left until the remake comes out, and apparently the game is leaked in the wild, so we'll be staying radio silent for in terms of any bullshit that comes out, because I won't be paying any attention.
Yeah, someone was saying they got some pre-orders. So they got the pre-order boxes early, which I thought was so that means the game is actually fully sealed and shipped, but it's just waiting for the release date.
Yeah. But I did also read that apparently there's some kind of block on the game that stops people playing beyond a certain point, but at the same time I found that hard to believe, because there are people out there who won't have access to internet who want to play the game day one, and blocking them off would seem like a really unfair thing to do.
Oh, I found out the way to go. I didn't realise the second carriage is walkable. But then I do think when people, the expectation is that you have an internet connection. So to quote when Blizzard sent everyone enraged during their BlizzCon, don't you all have phones? Because the newest Diablo was on the mobile platform.
But let's face it, there are probably a lot of people who don't rely on an internet connection as much as like the general population does.
There's a limited internet as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so I figured out how to go. So it would be interesting if somehow whoever this leaker, not leaker, but let's say the person who got access to the game early, would he be spreading stuff all over Twitter and online? I hope he doesn't, but I plan to stay away from that. So fire seems to hurt weird.
Well, from the demo that leaked pretty much last year. Was it end of last year?
It's been a long time. I don't remember the time now.
Yeah. Well, you know,
yeah.
a lot of places are in lockdown and isolation, so time is kind of moving very slowly at the moment. It's possibly the longest march in the history of man.
One might say compression of time.
But if you're a Final Fantasy VII fan, it's probably even longer. So
yeah, whereas we were going to breeze through these 2 weeks and just do everything else and
stay busy with work and just get on
now
with
things. Now we're finding ourselves having this agonizing, very long wait. It's very, very depressing.
But yeah, Gravable.
I think that's an item that casts Demi, not Gravity.
Yeah.
Oh, is this called Demi?
Items like that pique my interest for the remake. I mean, will these weird little things get added in?
I saw a grenade in the demo, but when I used it was quite disappointing.
Oh, I found it was quite effective. It killed the grunt I threw it at.
I think I was hoping for like a big explosion, which is why I felt a bit let down. Okay, so the puzzle I need to the small puzzle is that we need to push the train. Push this train over, but I'll grab the potion before we do that. Look how weird.
Just so you remember, we do have cheat modes.
Yeah, I haven't enabled them yet. I didn't see the need.
If you feel like speeding anything up at any point. Not saying you're going too slow or anything.
I do feel a bit sluggish, to be honest. That's why I went into the menu, turned it to active.
So again, this enemy model. Can't wait to see.
Yeah.
I think
that was in the screenshot, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's partially visible, but I'm not showing this entirety because actually it might have been in one of the trailers as well because it circles round. I think it does like a skid, around players.
Yeah, let's get in. I'm gonna turn off the counters at least so we can just go carry on. It looks really weird though. I mean, I was thinking, in what context would this guy? Oh god, they cheat. You can attack 3 times in a row, or because I've got it on active.
But it's Final Fantasy. Does it need context that this thing it lives here? This monster,
I guess not, no.
or these, we kind of have context because Mako does, or Marco, however you want to say it, does weird shit. Tomato.
Yeah, which is why Barrett wants to let's come bonkers over it.
Yeah. Cloud's just like, really? See, you've disabled bowels because obviously they're infuriating you.
It is kind of infuriating. Although, the thing is, turning on limit brace is kind of a bit dull. Wait, is this the only? Oh, I see. Yeah, we've got to go back in and push it back. That's it. I have to remember this.
Yeah, this is one of the points that when I first played through the game, it was like really eerie here. It was like,
yeah, I mean, why is it all?
So I fully expect the remake to be at least a bit, spooktacular.
That would be fun. Definitely. This is the first of the spooky areas, not to count the Shimura Tower, where when Genova gets released by Mama's boy.
Genova. I mean, I often feel like what's going on at the moment kind of echoes the whole Genova situation a little bit.
What do they call it? Disease in having children? I forgot.
Geostigma.
That's it.
So it is kind of like Genova, how she infects the live stream and stuff. Because, I mean, ultimately we can blame Sephiroth, but really it's all Genova's fault, right?
Yeah, that's the puppet. Here we go.
Oh, shit. I didn't realise we were here already.
Yeah, it's short.
Yeah, but this bit was a bit like out of the blue for me.
How come?
Because for some reason, I guess when you take your time and you can't speed it up and stuff, you still, even though it's quite a limited interaction with the Avalanche crew, you do get a bit of emotional attachment towards them. And this right here, I mean, this is brutal.
I don't want to see that, actually. Yeah.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. I mean,
how's he all right? Oh, he's still talking.
I mean, will he fall from that high? Like, I just had a vision of it happening, and it was seeing him in the remake already. Well,
I don't want him to die. No.
I know it's actually really messed up. Because again, this is why it kind of takes you. It's out the blue.
But most of the internet fell in love with these characters already because of how they look and how much more involved they look like they're going to be.
Yeah, they're cute. Why do you think everybody buys the little models when people make the little 3D print the little models and everyone buys them? Even though Square Enix gives like a cease and desist, like a lot of places still sell them because they're so damn cute. Like, who doesn't like these models? Who wouldn't get attached to these models back in the 90s?
Oh, sorry, I mean the characters, not the models. But yeah, the models are cute yourself. But I mean the characters themselves.
Yeah, the characters. But again, like I said, you do get that attachment, but it is quite limited. What does that guy say? He was saying.
He's at a shop here. Oh, he said, that is a guy, isn't it?
Are those two soldiers still blocking off the path at the bottom? You know, the weird interaction you have.
Yeah, they're gone. Tifa won't let me go through it.
What are you doing, Cloud?
They had to be dropped down to the absolute minute, and then they just I love a man with a sense of duty. Let me stay here with you, but I can't tell if this person's male or female. Whilst doing the job. Oh, these two are the soldiers here, I think. Okay.
Okay. Wait. Before you proceed, there's an interesting bit, because they made a comparison with Cloud and Zack, with those two soldiers earlier in the game.
That's right.
Now, if you remember the true edition of the Nibelheim incident, Cloud is actually that soldier at the front, stopping Tifa from going in.
What, you mean?
Well, Cloud didn't go into the reactor initially. He stayed outside.
I thought you meant this bit in the game. Mm-hmm.
So this echoes that. I find it cool. You would never know that playing the game for the first time, but I can see it now. What did that guy say in the corner? Did he say anything? Not him, the guy pissing himself.
A strange and wonderful little place. So because he used to be devoutly here, wasn't he?
But okay. Maybe not so wonderful anymore. Are we saving it?
I shouldn't die here, but he's hanging there already. Oh, that's cruel.
You see, will we have a choice? Will we have a choice? Also, these little scenarios of these happening are going to be far more drawn out. They have to be.
Oh, I don't want to see it. Yeah, there's two options.
I mean, Barrett,
the fact he's just hanging there as well is just sad.
Barrett's up there losing the plot. He's just
we'll do one battle. Just get a look at the mobs here. I think did we see it in the trailer?
Oh, that's like the weird heli gunner. Did we see these?
I remember seeing something similar. They were fighting something. There was quite a frantic battle in the trailers, I think.
They're so weird. That was a good choice to cast Bolt there.
But yeah, let's see if we can post-production. Let's see if we can get a quick screenshot of this guy from the trailer.
Well, we can see if we can slap that up there.
Yeah, we'll just blink, fade it in for like 20 seconds or so. No, actually 10's quite long. 5. We should be able to beat Reno as we are. I mean, we're not. We get Barrett.
I mean, I can imagine they changed that mob to like him holding a drone or something, or being a drone
man. No, it's still very familiar. I've never seen something quite amazing.
It's our girl Jessie.
Oh
man. That's what I always select. I always select Don't Say Last.
Our punishment. So yeah, karma. She's thinking of karma. Oh, but Jesse, who's obviously so doting on Cloud or throughout the demo, you kind of wonder. Okay.
It makes you realise as well that these characters deserve the length that they're getting in the remake.
Or full game's length.
Yep.
So whatever that means, we still don't know. But sooner or later, and maybe in 3 weeks, we'll be here ourselves. Oh yeah, we can access the menu now to equip Barrett. Do we need to equip anything?
God, what I wouldn't, what I'd love for an auto equip button right now.
There's not much to play with, at least.
I know.
Oh, we can steal. Should we use Cloud as a healer? I mean, Barrett as a healer seems to be.
You should put cover on Barrett.
Yeah, he's a meaty.
He's definitely the tank. He's even got like defensive moves in the remake, so he is definitely the tank.
X when finished.
Cloud's more like an all-rounder, kind of brawler.
Yeah.
Well, Cloud's basically Dante in the remake.
Well, I'm hoping we can customize it to a point, because this game, the original game, this game we're playing now, is they give you that freedom to.
Well, that's Materia allowed you to do that, didn't it? So awesome.
But this should be this bit here should be an epic fight as well. I mean, Reno. This is our first battle.
Oh my god! I can see what you can steal from him. I actually completely forgot what you fight Reno here. That's interesting.
Pyramid A.
I remember that annoying pyramid move as well. Can't wait to do that to him.
Nothing to steal.
Nothing.
Okay, let's grind him to dust.
If I'd have just got me old Brady Games guide out, I could have seen that in advance.
Hey, the Brady game, that was pre-internet time, man. That book was almighty. Let's just hit him hard then. Oh wow, I hit that hit hard. Let's cure myself before I die.
Can also
actually putting this thing.
You can also heal yourself by just putting, but it is a limit break mode.
Yeah, but it's kind of spamming limit break just seems a bit weird to play.
Yeah,
I know it can paralyze him.
Well, also this game has no option to not use a limit break.
Yeah, that's a shame. Oh, that didn't paralyze him. Okay, fine.
I think they only introduced that in 8, didn't they? Really?
8 was defend. No, you can defend here.
I mean, you can't. If your limit breaks up, you can't choose to attack.
Oh, yeah. You can push triangle, I think, and then to skip the turn.
Yeah, but then if you all got limit break, you can't physically attack. You just do an attack.
No, but it depends on your HP limit, because every time you switch triangle, it kind of rotates.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that on next Fantasizing on that game. We could find out there. We could.
Well, we estimated the mid-go segment in this game. We technically have only one episode left after this, anyway.
Yeah, whereas 8 will take so long, so long. I want to cure Barrett. Yeah, I realised what's going on. You know how I got active thing on? I don't know if you saw me switch the menu earlier. That's making because the battle speed is really quick. He's doing more attacks than usual. Okay, we're done. Oh, he's got a mouth.
Check out those cheekbones.
But I'm anticipating some sort of funny, like maybe comedy even moments here, maybe even.
I remember something that was quite painful is when one of your characters is dead and they get like 0 EXP.
Oh yeah, you think, oh, they're gonna redo the boss. Oh, I can move. Damn, there's a time bomb.
Need Jesse, really.
She's downstairs, hurt. Oh, in the remake, I remember he slapped her. He better not slap her.
He will slap her. They'll add the slap. I don't
want to see the slap.
It's just Barrett, just like. How could he not see her? Oh, I forgot we changed the Aerith typo.
Hey, got to be done. How about this? In the full game, we'll rename. Assuming we can rename characters, we'll rename her to Aerith.
Well, quick question: If your girlfriend wanted to change her name legally to like Aerith or Tifa, would you be against it or for it? And which one would you choose?
Depends how much it costs. Because the amount of bollock when you change your name. I mean, let's not mention the first name, but even when getting married, if you change your last name, the amount of stuff you gotta send everywhere, everything of yours becomes affected. I just can't be bothered.
So,
if I had to choose,
sorry, just go on, carry on.
Yeah, if I had to choose, I like Tifa because it's short.
Oh, okay.
Well, not that long, but.
But would you like prefer it to suit the person's personality more?
Oh, I see.
I know it's ultimately their choice, but I was just curious to know if, like, you have an opinion.
No opinion, but I don't think there's a need to change to suit the personality.
Bit of an odd question I had for you there. What interesting bit about this is slightly remake spoilers coming up, because I've seen a little bit beyond the demo in Maximilian Dude's. Right? Yeah, in Maximilian Dude's video, he showed off a little bit more, which was to do with the fallout of this scene. Not actually this scene. I'm wrong. It was to do with the initial reactor explosion. And the fallout, what it seems to show in the remake is the fallout from that particular
incident.
Yes, from that particular incident is actually really like bad, like some major bad shit that's happened. And what I am gonna be very much interested in seeing is how they deal with this incident, because it's far worse. Like, this is actually the most messed up thing that happens in Midgar. Like, literally a whole sector like crushed to death
because of these three.
Yeah, so the emotional impact that would have on the characters, like, because it's portrayed here as like Marlene's there, and it's some absolute heart-wrenching shit when you see Barrett talking about it, and oh god, I can't wait to see Barrett's reactions because he's just so awesome in the demo. But yeah, that's what I'm very interested in seeing, how they deal with this, because
yeah, it has to hit you hard, and it has to really, really hit you to make you think, okay, we're gonna go to Shinra's headquarters and screw everything up.
Because it seems like, from what people were saying who played that segment beyond the demo, like Maximilian Dude did, that is very impactful, like what's going on around you in that part of the game. So topping that will obviously be on their agenda. But obviously, as we know, we're possibly going to lose 3 major sub characters at this point in the game.
Yeah, no more of them hanging around. But from a full game perspective, they have to make it very, very impactful, because, you know, like a movie, there needs to be ups and downs. Whereas if it's the entire game, then it can afford to not be as impactful.
Yeah.
I know. Wigs, veg.
I forgot I forgot the confusion. I need to go back to that video and see if we actually got it right. I can't even remember if we double checked ourselves.
I think I still got it wrong once. I just realised there's a problem. There's going to be a massive. We've got to go to Aerith's house, and there's a flashback there, I think, of some sort. Or was it already done?
What's that?
We got to go back to the Aerith's house and report her missing.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's still quite a character where he still thinks we could save the planet.
Yeah, I mean, you it's interesting because you do kind of get that vibe from the demo that he's a little bit deluded in his goals. Well, his goals are right and stuff, but it's like when you look at the demo and you see everybody sort of just living out their life as normal, like you kind of think most of these people probably don't know no different. So not everyone would probably approve of what Avalanche does.
Definitely, when you talk about the fallout of doing all this stuff as well, definitely a case of if people think they're doing the right thing or the wrong thing. Sephiroth. Oh, Asians. Oh no, is there another flashback here? I don't remember this flashback. Oh. More of these blips.
Yeah. So I fully expect to see Sephiroth at this point, like standing in front of you. Maybe like with a book in his hand, reading those words.
He does make He does make those appearances though, so he's kind of.
Yeah, I mean, well, we know he's just going to troll us all the way through the remake until, he just can't.
Torment Cloud, yeah.
Yeah, just probably provoke all of his insecurities. But he probably provoke like false memories as well.
Oh, those blips and cuts, right? We'll save it once because we've been past 2 save points now. Safety save, even though this isn't a speed run.
Gotta save.
Although to redo it all shouldn't be too bad if we just put the game on speed mode.
Yeah.
Right.
Although if we found out that none of this was recording properly, we had to do it again, we probably boned ourselves there.
I'll just basically. I'll re-record, but speed it up. Yeah, I don't want to go through all that again. Or
do you know what I noticed from the screenshot of this room? Look at the size of the TV. It's like a little tiny set-top box, like in the remake. But in this, she has a fat, big old TV.
That's a good old CRT, man.
Yeah, that's huge.
What are they called? Actually, were TVs called CRTs? I think they were, innit? Just like the old monitors.
Yeah.
This is where we will learn how they pick up. Is that that's her mum there, isn't it? No, or she comes crawling out of the train.
Yeah. Well, she's waiting. She waits for
her husband.
For a husband who doesn't turn up. She waits all the time, and then she meets Orphana, which is Aerith's mum, I believe.
Yeah. Somehow made it to Midgar all the way.
Yeah, she takes over from her, and at the same time kind of accepts that her husband's gone.
That reminds me, I wonder if train stations are like in the middle of both sectors. So we've got this train station that seems to be accessible via FX7 and 6. and 5 actually by extension. I wonder where the
So I like the insinuation there of like almost like a personal little, like obviously that soldier sees her every day, so he knows why she's there. So he's probably a bit sad for her that she never gets to see her husband. There's so much they could expand upon. They did the right decision to make this one full game of Midgar.
Definitely all fleshed out. There was some people were thinking whether this game would extend past the extended story, so like Crisis Core, Earth and Children. However, I think they can't do Earth and Children they can't do Crisis Core for sure. I believe, what's that guy called? Gact, the one who Genesis is based off of.
I mean, as enjoyable points of that game was, does anyone really want it though? I mean, we all loved the Zack bits, and
if they can flesh. I think only if they can flesh it out, then I would like.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a quick maybe a few flashbacks of Zack, maybe fighting, or maybe take control of Zack at some point.
The playable basement, not playable. Make the basement seem playable in the basement flashback.
Oh, that would be awesome. So you just play as Zack, like blasting through enemies,
so
protecting Cloud for like 5 days?
Is it the anime film or the 20-minute episode before Crisis, or was it the game? I forgot the name of it. Was it Crisis?
I forgot what that's actually called. I stumbled upon it the other day.
So it would be the playable version of that segment, I would say, if they want to make it, give us some more treats.
But that wouldn't be something we saw until further games anyway.
But we know it's based off that flashback of the game, so
I don't know.
The name of the film is now bugging me. I'm gonna go to the Noble thing and Google it while this is playing. So if I go Zack film.
Zack film.
Zack FF7 film.
FF7 anime film. Crisis Core. Yes.
Last Order.
That's it. They had an awesome soundtrack as well to that.
Loosely based off Before Crisis as well. I think some of the tracks were reused. But yeah, so a playable Last Order segment would be nice. I guess that would let you play as Zack and give you
let you live out the escape.
Yeah, the escape thing. Because that bit, unfortunately, in Crisis Core didn't cover that bit of the movie, because he was riding motorbikes across city, all the way on the way to Midgard, getting attacked by soldiers and all that stuff. He put Cloud behind a bike or something, or sat him up behind a bike while he go and take care of the soldiers. Yeah, all the cool stuff they can play with.
Yeah, I mean, when I think about it, I probably wouldn't mind the game to end on, like, we make it to Calm. Obviously, you don't see no world map. It kind of skips to Calm from outside Midgar. Obviously, you can't run around, but you at least get to experience the initial flashback.
Yeah, that's actually playable.
And then the game to end, because that bit that's playable, you play a Sephiroth, right? Or Sephiroth's in your party at least, and that could very much be effective.
A very good treat as well to let us play not as a normal Sephiroth.
That would make me look forward to the game more than the next part, than it ending just on the scene where they get to the overworld. Like, I don't care if we go to Calm and I can't explore the town. I don't, as long as we get to, play through that flashback, because that's a very good.
So they can't end the game there. So maybe it would be a case of whatever the penultimate or the last boss would be in the Shimmer headquarters segment. After that, say the credits roll. After the credits roll, then this would be a post-credits segment, but extremely long.
Yeah.
When I say extremely long, maybe 2 hours. And then at that point, it could end with, okay, the story continues in part 2 or whatever they call it.
Find out the truth in part 2.
In the next episode.
Final Fantasy Z.
The amount of memes that could spawn out of that. We just go upstairs to see Marlene, don't we?
But in reality, it will end where we all think it's going to end, and it will be like, calm DLC, $29.99. Experience the flashback. Play as Sephiroth.
Oh, I really don't want them to. I hope they don't. They're already doing it ridiculous things. Like in America, there's that promotion with the candy as well. I forgot what brand, but people are calling it candy. You got to buy like 60 candies to get some Tifa theme. And as we discovered not too long ago in the UK, they're putting pasta sauce.
Well, bachelor is bachelor's pasta, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm really sad and I want to get them, but unfortunately, so
we've got a problem here. We can't get any pasta because everyone's bought them like idiots.
Because basically, because of the COVID-19 situation, everybody has panic bought tons of pasta. So somebody who just wants to collect the packets and just have them because they're, you don't get to see Final Fantasy on any kind of packaging or anything very often, and they make nice little collector's items.
Of all things to put on it, you get pasta.
But if I saw it, I'd buy it. I'd buy every single one that had every character on. But unfortunately, they're almost non-existent in the shops at the moment.
And saying that, if you try to buy every single one of them, they'll be like, no, you can only have 2 items. So we'll be screwed either way. Until they up the limitation, the restrictions of the food buying. Alright, that's Barrett. So we'll leave Marlene here. Whew, okay. Oh, they nod in this game as well. I was just reminded of Final Fantasy 14 where we nod all the time. And I just see those 3 nod and I feel like, oh. Okay, finally. Shimmer building.
That's where we go next, right?
The penultimate place. Right, if we... Let's do this.
You can head to the wall market.
Yeah, we'll head to the wall. And no, there's a safe point right outside the headquarters. So,
okay. So...
what we do is... What's the... Can you see the time left on the share play?
The share play has... Well, I can see how long we've been recording. We've been recording for like 38 minutes. Oh. So 38, and you get like an hour share play. So we've
been doing this for 38 minutes now.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot this. Okay, so yeah, after we get to the top of the wall, that should give us a nice breaking point. This screen always confuses me. Why is there a little... I mean, well, I wonder if it's a technique to load more things, but... Nah.
PlayStation 1 limitations?
I didn't even talk to him. I just ran into him.
Or maybe just to make the world, like the Mega feel a little bit bigger?
With a black screen. Yeah, I get what you mean. Right, I think we need to go to the weapons shop. I think that's where we...
That's up there on the right, isn't it? Yeah, we need some kind of, like, batteries.
Did we just buy them? I don't think we just buy them.
No, I think you need to go to the wall first.
Ah, there we go. I wasn't able to talk to him initially. Hooray, batteries.
That's so. I mean, when you know what to do, that's such a trivial thing. But I was
No, I think
back in the day. I was probably stuck on what to do for ages. There, I was just like, "Where do I go?"
no. It's even said and done. We're gonna go to the. Oh yeah, never mind. That reminds me. So a fun thing that I used to do here, because the batteries come under. So for whatever reason, I was. Yeah, for whatever reason, I used to be obsessed with collecting every single item that I get of in the entire game. I would always use 2 batteries here and leave one, because the third battery only opens up a little treasure box with an ether in it. But I would always leave that one just so I could keep a battery in my inventory.
Nice.
Don't know why. What's she doing here? Or was he looking up? Oh.
I can't wait to see that giant spray painted avalanche on the wall.
And even so, the climbing bit is kind of nice here because I would love to just climb through the entire the wreckage.
You gotta time it right to get those swings.
Oh no, with my remote play lag, I might not be able to, so it might be over to you.
Yeah.
As earlier, I don't know if you saw me, I missed the Tifa roulette. Not the first one. Because I...
That's fine. I'll do the next, the final episode. Because you pretty much had this the whole way, so you might as well carry on.
Yeah, there's not much. But only if I can't make the jump, though. I'll give it to you.
I think you will. Let's go.
What?
Says let's go. He didn't say let's mosey. What the hell?
Nah. Avarish.
This... No mercy.
This is quite cool graffiti, isn't it?
This would be awesome to see this.
Yeah.
As it pans up.
But
probably also really sad too to see like everything smushed to pieces.
It is definitely yeah, I would love to see the scale of it as well.
Weren't there a slot to put the battery in down there?
Down there, yeah. But yeah, you can see like is that a train in the background and that's lying in the middle?
Yeah.
So the destructiveness of it. And I wonder at which point of the game does it become like, you can't go anywhere else because are these bits, are these 6 or 7 shafted? So yeah, that's one. Do I have to jump on the propeller? I don't remember the end. Oh, maybe I'll go up from here.
That was it.
Sorry, it's not very obvious where I have to go. Okay, so this is the fun bit. It's hard to move. Okay.
That's the next screen up, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh wait, I used 2 batteries though. Oh wait, no, sorry. The battery, yeah, I read that now. I think do I have to jump up from here, isn't it? Okay, so 1, 2.
I was gonna roar if you got that first time.
We may have to cut all this out.
That's fine. Wait, second time.
I gotta admit that was a mistake because I was double tapping X to get rid of the dialogue box.
Okay. Well, it's done now.
Yay!
I probably spent way too long on that back in the day.
That gets us up here, isn't it? Oh, there's another climbing segment. Yeah. So there's the
Doesn't that one just unlock a chest?
Yeah, which is where that's where I was saying I don't touch it anyway.
See, keep your battery. Because you never know. Back then you think, it could be used somewhere else in the game.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, so we're right at the top. Huh.
So let's go. Let's go.
Oh, the final dungeon.
We're going to be really close to this. There's probably more, There's got to be more. I mean, does this place have a basement?
given the scale of it, I would. When hopefully we get this kind of shot with these three in it.
Look at it this way, right? There's no way they give you Red 13 to use for such a small segment of the game. It's got to expand a lot more from there.
Well, actually, here's a challenge back. What if he's not usable?
Don't say that. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear those kinds of things.
You're right, though. He needs to be usable because, like, for the example, the elevator fight, there needs to be 3 players there at least.
Yeah, and
So
we need at least like an extended period of time to be able to really utilize Red 13, because technically, like I said, you do have him for a very short amount of time from when you get him to the end of Midgar. Because you pretty much after Midgar after Calm is the next stop Cosmo Canyon. I can't remember.
no, Junon first. No, Cosmo Canyon's after Gold Saucer, so that's all the way past Junon. And
Yeah.
So to count, Chocobo Farm, Calm, Chocobo Farm, the Mytho Mines. Yeah, I know we can get a +1 Tifa point if we go in like this, but we don't want to bore everyone when we do the next bit, so we don't have to stairs. Yeah, we can still save.
I wonder will we have the option. You can still take this. You can still take the stairs if you want.
Yeah, and also if we go, I wonder whether they edited it out, but in the original, Tifa calls Barrett a retard for complaining too much while running up the stairs.
So that ends this
episode 4.
Episode 4.
Next bit we'll finish the game technically out to the middle map.
Finish Fantasizing Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Just in time for the remake.
So that wraps up this episode. Look forward to the next episode in about a week's time. We will carry on in the build up to the remake and hope that everybody stays safe in the current climate. Obviously, everybody needs to
stay safe.
Stay indoors and watch YouTube videos. Final Fantasy VII remake videos. If you haven't seen our previous ones, go back and check out the playlist.
I'm sure no one else has done something. Well, I'm sure people have done it, but not in such a way called it fantasizing. They just call it, let's replay it before the remake comes. I think we gave ours a nice title.
Well, we truly are fantasizing, so it's a bit of speculation
here and there. Yep.
Okay, so thanks for watching, and please do hit that like and sub button. Always helps us grow, because we're obviously a very small channel. So
small upstart.
Yes. So take care.
See you in episode 5.
Hello Hot Swappers, thanks for watching. We just wanted to let you know that we have launched some merch. So if you love Final Fantasy VII, we have an exclusive collection of some cool designs inspired from the game. Check it out at hotswapgames.tmail.com. There will also be a link in the description below. Thanks for your support, and hit that sub button for more videos like this.